The Messenger of Allah said, "When you hear the muadhin give the adhan, then repeat the same words he says. After that, send blessings upon me, and then ask Allah to grant me al-wasila, for it is a rank in Jannah which is reserved for only one servant of Allah, and I hope that I am that one. So whoever asks Allah to grant me al-wasila, my intercession becomes guaranteed for him on the Day of Judgment." This hadith is mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. The Messenger of Allah said, "Only the noble prophets, the martyrs, and the truthful, will enter Jannat al-Adhan. In that paradise there will be such blessings that no eye has ever seen, no ear has ever heard, and no human mind has ever imagined." This narration is mentioned in a barn. The Messenger of Allah also said, "With Allah, the martyr receives 6 honors. At the moment the first drop of his blood falls, he is forgiven. He is shown his place in paradise. He is clothed with the garment of faith. He is protected from the punishment of the grave. On the Day of Judgment, during the Great Terror, he will be safe. And the jewel of his crown is more precious than this world and everything in it. He will be married to 70 to her, and 70 of his relatives will receive intercession through him." This narration is mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. Sayyidah Fatima asked the Messenger of Allah, "In which rank of Jannah is our mother Khadijah?" The Prophet replied, "In a palace made of kasab, radiant pearls mixed with shining rubies and brilliant emeralds. A palace in which there is no idle talk and no kind of fatigue or disturbance. She is in it together with Maryam and Asiya." Sayyidah Fatima then asked, "What are the pillars of that palace made of?" He said, "They are made of gold, set with rubies, within an adorned palace of pearls and rubies." Sayyidah Aisha narrates, "A man came into the blessed presence of the Messenger of Allah and said, 'O Messenger of Allah, by Allah, you are more beloved to me than my own self, and you are more beloved to me than anything else in this world. I was sitting at home, and then I remembered you. I could not remain patient, so I came to see you. But when I think about my death and your passing, I know that when you enter Jannah, you will be elevated among the prophets. And when I enter Jannah, if Allah wills, I fear that I will not be able to see you.' The Messenger of Allah did not give him any reply until Jibreel descended with a verse. The meaning of the verse is, 'Whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger, they will be with those whom Allah has blessed, the prophets, the truthful, the martyrs, and the righteous. And how excellent are these as companions.' This ad is mentioned in a barn. The Messenger of Allah said that the lowest person in Jannah will be the one who will see his gardens, his wives, his blessings, his servants, and his royal chambers spread out before him at a distance of 1,000 years' journey. And separate from this will be the one who sees the radiant face of Allah morning and evening. And above all will be the person who can behold Allah whenever he wishes." Then the Prophet recited the verse, "On that day, some faces will be radiant, gazing at their Lord," mentioned in Tirmidhi. Abu Huraira said that the Messenger of Allah said, "The person in the lowest rank of Jannah will have 7 levels of paradise. He will reside on the 6th, and above him will be the 7th. He will have 300 servants. Every morning and evening 300 plates of gold and silver will be presented before him. Each plate will contain a type of food that the other does not. The Jannah dweller will taste the beginning of the dish just as delightfully as the end. He will say, 'O Lord, if you permit, I would feed all the people of Jannah, and nothing I have would decrease.' He will have 70 wives from the Hūr al Ayn, and each of them will have hips the size of a mile on the earth." Mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. Anas ibn Malik said, "I heard the Messenger of Allah say, 'The lowest person among the people of Jannah will have 10,000 servants standing ready to serve him. Each servant will hold 2 bowls, one of gold and one of silver. Each bowl will contain a dish different from the other. He will find the last bite as enjoyable as the first. Its fragrance and pleasure will remain until the end. Then the food will come out as pure musk in the form of perspiration. They will not urinate, nor relieve themselves, nor spit. They will be brothers, sitting upon thrones facing one another." Mentioned in Tabrani. the Messenger of Allah said, "The person in the lowest rank of Jannah will have 7 palaces, one of gold, one of silver, one of pearls, one of emerald, one of ruby, one which no eye can comprehend, and one the color of the throne. In every palace there will be ornaments, garments, and Hūr al Ayn, whose knowledge none knows except Allah." Tazkirat al-Qurtubi. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri narrated that the Messenger of Allah said, "The lowest person among the people of Jannah will have 80,000 servants and 72 wives. A dome of pearls, rubies, and emeralds will be erected for him, its size equal to the distance between the city of Damascus in Syria and Sana'a, the capital of Yemen." Mentioned in Tirmidhi. Ibn Umar radiyallahu anhu narrated, "The lowest person in Jannah will have 1,000 palaces. Between each 2 palaces is a distance of 1 year. He will see the farthest part of his palace as clearly as the nearest. Every palace will contain Hūr al Ayn, gardens, flowering trees, and boys who serve him, and whatever he wishes will be presented to him." Mentioned in Muzanaf ibn Shabah. Musa asked his Lord, "Who will be the highest ranking person in Jannah?" Allah replied, "It will be the person who, after entering Jannah, will be told, 'Enter paradise.' He will say, 'My Lord, how can I enter when the people have already taken their places?' Allah will say, 'Are you not pleased that you will have a kingdom equal to one of the kings of the world?' He will say, 'I am pleased, my Lord.' Allah will say, 'For you is that and 10 times more, and for you is whatever your heart desires and whatever delights your eyes.' He will say, 'I am pleased.' The Prophet then asked, 'O Lord, who will be the highest among them?' Allah said, 'They are those whom I chose. For them I have prepared gardens with my own hand, gardens containing what no eye has seen, no ear has heard, and no heart has imagined." Mentioned in a Muslim. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri narrated, the Messenger of Allah said, "The people of Jannah will see the dwellers of the lofty chambers above them, because of the excellence of their deeds, just as people look at the shining star disappearing on the horizon of the east or the west." The companions said, "O Messenger of Allah, are these only for the prophets?" He said, "No, by the one in whose hand is my soul. These are for those who believed in Allah and affirmed his messengers." Mentioned in Bukhari. Abu Sa'id said, the Messenger of Allah said, "The Muslims who loved one another purely for the sake of Allah will be seen in the lofty chambers of Jannah, so high that they will appear like the rising star in the east or west. It will be said, 'These are the ones who loved one another purely for Allah.'" Mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. Another narration, the levels of Jannah are 100. If all the creation were gathered in just one of them, it would still have enough space. Mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. When the memorizer of the Quran enters Jannah, he will be told, "Recite and rise." He will recite, and for each verse he will ascend 1 level, until he finishes the last part he had memorized. This shows that the levels of Jannah are more than 100. Mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. Another narration, between every 2 levels of Jannah is a distance like the distance between the heavens and the earth. Mentioned in Hadi al-Arl. The Messenger of Allah said, "Jannah has 100 levels, and between each 2 levels is a distance like that between the heavens and the earth. Al-Firdaus is the highest of them, and above it is the throne. From it flow the 4 rivers of paradise. So when you ask Allah, ask him for Al-Firdaus." Mentioned in Musnad Ahmad. Abu Umamah narrated that the Messenger of Allah said, "When you ask Allah, ask him for Al-Firdaus, for it is the best part of Jannah. The people of Firdaus will hear the creaking of the throne above them." Mentioned in a barn. The Messenger of Allah said, "In Jannah, every level above another is like the distance between the heavens and the earth. A person will raise his sight, and a flash of light will dazzle him, almost taking away his vision. He will ask, 'What is this?' It will be said, This is the light of your brother. He will say, my brother? We used to do good deeds together. Why is he above me? It will be said, he was superior to you in his deeds. Then contentment will be placed into his heart until he becomes satisfied. The Messenger of Allah said, Jannah has 100 levels. Between each 2 levels is a distance equal to that between the earth and the sky. The houses, rooms, doors, beds, and locks of the first level are of silver. Those of the second level are of gold. Those of the third level are of ruby, pearl, and emerald. And what the remaining 97 levels are made of, no one knows except Allah. Mention din al-Badre al-Sfir. Paradise is beyond our imagination, crafted by the hand of the most merciful, filled with what no heart has ever conceived. So strive, not for the lowest ranks, but for Firdaus al-A'la, the highest garden beneath the throne of Allah. O Allah, make us among its people. Ameen.